I think this is maybe a nice time to bring in these other keywords such as mental health, addiction, compulsion, and the parasocial aspect, inclusive of the chat stream aspect and individuality. So this is there's a lot to unpack here. But basically, just to give a quick introduction, you mentioned the author Tim Wu, and he also basically he's like an activist against this whole idea of and there's a large movement against this whole dopamine driven and dopamine triggered technology era that is being driven by corporations that are basically trying to get you to spend as much time as possible on these platforms, right? And so therefore you get the whole psychological aspect of like the notification color is red so that you pay attention to it, the vividity of colors, right? Vivid colors and stuff like that. So as Tim Wu and these other people like Cal Newport and all have been going on about, the addictive aspect of it. And not only that, like for the content creators themselves, the addictive aspect of watching metrics, and we've talked about metric driven communication, right? With the, like checking the number of views, checking how many people engaged, how many people liked and stuff. This is all related to compulsive behavior. So on the user side, we have the compulsive behavior of, tuning, sort of logging in and checking, opening the app and checking, blah, blah, blah. And then on the content creator side, we have the same thing as well, but they are serving basically two different purposes. And on top of that, we talked about the Web 2.0 aspect of the sort of two-way communication aspect of, very interestingly, not only content creators sort of like back then, like with the Brad Pitts of the world, right? Influencing their fans and the fans acting like Brad Pitt and so on and so forth, right? Now there's a two-way flow where the content creators are being influenced by their fans. Right, and I think we call this a parasocial relationship, right? I mean, maybe you can tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, yes, correct.